guys! So my fellow rainbow-haired pal Mallory of Sunshine tagged me in the sweater weather tag. I believe I did this last year, but I don't know if the questions are all that different. They might be the same, I don't know, but there are things that have changed. I'm a different person. It's a new year. I'm in Seattle. New things are happening. Ooh. Since Mallory tagged me, I thought I would do that tag today because it is fall and sweaters are abundant. Actually, side note about sweaters, I've been watching The Killing on Netflix, like the first 2 seasons almost done. And can we talk about how many fucking Nordic sweaters that Lyndon has? Like, have you guys watched that show? That total off topic. But anyway, let's get into the questions. My favorite candle scent has to be a toss-up between these two guys. This one is Cider Lane from Bath & Body Works. This one I have from last year. I haven't quite finished it. As you can see, I don't really burn candles all that often since this one's from last year. But this one is like apple cider, like a warm, spiced caramel cinnamon cider. And then I'm obsessed with the Teakwood and Tobacco candle from Pomfret's Candle Company. I'll put a link below to where you can buy this. I actually need to buy a new one because I'm almost done. And then I'm gonna get like a couple more from Pomfret's because just their fragrances are like divine. If you know me at all, you know that I am a caffeine fiend. I'm drinking coffee from Cupcake Royale today. I just finished an eggnog cupcake. It's delicious. But I will admit to having a caffeine addiction. It is a drug and I am addicted to it. When you live in Seattle, like I do now, you can't really escape coffee making its way into your bloodstream. Like, I'm pretty sure just like coffee like runs through like the drinking water at some point because like honestly. Well, when I was a kid, my mom would always make like chicken noodle soup. Actually, up until like 2 years ago, she would make chicken noodle soup. Right around Halloween, like my mom would just bake all the things and make all of the food. So that's probably like my favorite like memory just from fall when it gets cold and then just like you have like warm soup, just like a huge bowl of it in the fridge that you can just reheat and just have soup all the time. Or like pumpkin bars you can just have all the time. You're like, oh, I totally didn't eat a whole row of pumpkin bars today. Well, seeing that like winged eyeliner isn't really like a thing that I find that's specific to fall, dark lips. Fuck yeah. Lately I've been loving obviously NARS Volga, my whiny one, but one I've really actually been like obsessed with is this color from NYX, which looks like a shit brown, but it's called Maison. Maison? I don't know. It's a shit brown, but it actually looks really nice on the lips. Who'da thunk it? The fragrance that I've been rocking all the time, besides my Alien from Terry Mugler, is my abb3rrz07 Black Amber thing. I wore this today because I had an interview at Hot Topic and I wanted to smell like Halloween, so I felt like wearing this perfume. This one I've been wearing all the time. It smells like tobacco and leather and cognac and sexy men and witches. I love stuffing so much. I will make my own stuffing that I will keep for myself, made with real bread with gluten in it because my sister and my mom can't have gluten. So I'm gonna make my own stuffing. And I also really, really love green bean casserole, but we tried to make it last year gluten-free and it was horrible. So I'm gonna make my own with gluten. It's actually quite freezing right now. I mean, not actually freezing, but it's like 40 degrees with like no cloud coverage and no precipitation, so it's very chilly. But we have a lot of leaves, so it's pretty. It just gets kind of just like chillier and it's beautiful. And sometimes it rains. It doesn't rain all the time. It's winter essentially when like all the rain comes, you know, because it's Seattle. Even though The Killing makes it seem that it rains all the time, which it does not, because it's obvious that it's filmed in Vancouver because there's like, that bridge doesn't exist. There's no street that's called that. What? No, I'm obsessed with that show, but also obsessed with pointing out the things that are like obviously not Seattle. My most worn sweater has to be this one that I got from Garage. It's this really nice black and white kind of loose knit oversized kind of thing. It has this weird like boob pocket right here, which I can fit my phone in, but it's also like huge and it kind of goes under my arm. It's functional and I like it, and I can wear it to work, which is nice because you don't often find just like black and white sweaters that don't have like other colors in them or that aren't like ridiculously hot. So this is a nice one that I can wear to work. I like Garage. They're kind of like H&M, like price-wise. Black. I actually need to paint my nails because they're looking kind of janky, but black nail polish. It's not just for like emo kids and like Carson Daly's like one awkward finger. That's a reference that nobody is gonna get. Well, I'm not really a fan of football, but I feel like now that I live in Seattle, it's kind of like an unwritten rule that you have to be like a Seahawks fan, or else it's like blasphemous or whatever because we won the Super Bowl. It's like even if you aren't a football fan, you have to like fake being a Seahawks fan. I was like, that's stupid. I don't really care for football, and our leaves get really wet and slippery and unsafe to jump in. So I don't really care for either choice. I don't really know. I mean, I guess if I had to choose like football games. Now this question is difficult because certain things are appropriate in certain situations. Skinny jeans, I like wearing by themselves. Like skinny jeans I will wear all the time. Like skinny jeans are the shit. But leggings, on the other hand, are like thick tights. They're like tights, but like warmer. This time of year, I like both. But like if I had to choose one, skinny jeans? Now again, if you know me at all, the combat boots are like the shit. These aren't like exactly combat boots, but like they're closer to combat boots than Uggs. Because Uggs are literally called Uggs. Like Ugg is my feeling towards Uggs. I'm sorry, I think they look dumb when they're not just worn as like casual, comfortable, warm footwear. They're not waterproof, so that's impractical to wear them around here. And they're made of fur. Like, no, Fur for fashion is dumb. No, it's not. It doesn't taste like pumpkin. And I kind of like the new chestnut praline latte better because it tastes like Lucky Charms. This is so hard. New girl? Yeah, I mean, I've been digging The Killing, but that's an old show that got canceled. Mindy and New Girl and Top Chef. That's a very difficult question for somebody who is a TV fanatic. What song gets me in the fall mood? Again, this is difficult. I really like Rainfall by Marseilles, and that's pretty specifically about like rainfall, you know, like rain. And then 405 by Death Cab for Cutie, cause I don't know, just like anything that like reminds me of like Seattle kind of reminds me of fall, because like Seattle is in like a perpetual state of fall. So those songs particularly remind me of fall. But your song of the day, I'm gonna choose it to be 405 by Death Cab for Cutie. Ben Gibbard played a Little Big Show the other day for KEXP and I wasn't there and I was very sad. 405 by Death Cab for Cutie. They're actually gonna be reissuing that album on vinyl and I'm gonna freak out. So as far as people that I tag, I'll put you in the description thingy. All the Wonderly folk that haven't done this yet, you can do it. So I'm gonna go and get ready to go see Julian Casablancas tonight at the Showbox. What? I'm excited. Okay, bye.